Hi everyone, we're going to learn how to write slope-intercept form of equations and find slopes and y-intercepts from linear equations. So the first thing is we are given a slope and an intercept. We're going to call the slope M and the y-intercept as B. Recall that a y-intercept, x is 0 and y is your intercept. So in this case it'd be 0, -2, and in this one this would be 0, 0. So basically on this last one our y-intercept is the origin. And all we're going to do is plug it in the equation. So we have y equals 3x plus 5. And again, if I plugged in 0 for x, I would get y equals 5. So there's your y-intercept. And this one, this would be xy, would be y equals 7x minus 2. Again, if I plugged in my 0, my y would be -2, so that means that's your y-intercept. And this last one would be y equals -6x plus 0. And then what we're going to do is we're not going to put the 0 because that's redundant. So we just write it like that. Okay? You can put the 0 but then take it back out. Alright, so now we're going to look at some where we have to find the slope and y-intercept and then write it. So we have some odd looking equations here. We're going to try this one. 3y equals 2x minus 9. Now I want to write this in slope-intercept form. So basically, everything's in slope-intercept form except this 3 here. So I'm going to divide each of my terms by 3. And when I rewrite this, I have y equals 2/3 x minus 3. So my m is 2/3 and my b is -3. Or you could say, your y-intercept is 0, -3. Now, I'm going to go ahead and change this real quick. If I graph this, basically I'm going to start from my y-intercept, which is 0, -3, and my slope is 2/3, and we've already graphed slopes, so we're going to go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, and you can continue. Or we know that this is the same as -2 over -3. Two negatives make a positive. So I'm going to start at my y-intercept here, go down 2, remember rise over run, and to the left 3. It just makes it easier to graph the straight line if you have more points. Down 2 over 3. And that should kind of guide you to draw your continuous linear line here, your equation. So there it is. Now the next one we have is 5x plus 4y equals 10. Now I want to write this in the slope-intercept form, where m is my slope and b is my y-intercept. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move my 5x over. Remember what I said in a previous video. When I move her over, she's positive, so now she's going to be negative. And I'm going to put her first, and then I'm going to add the plus 10. So basically, again, you're subtracting 5x from both sides. Okay, now, then I'm solving for y, so I divide everything by 4, each term by 4, and we're going to get y equals -5/4 x plus 10/4, which is 5/2, which is 2.5. So the first thing I'm going to do is graph my y-intercept part, which is 5/2, which is about 2.5. And from here, I'm going to go down 5 and to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since I'm running out of room, I'm just going to graph these 2 points. So I'm using all the page up here, and it's like an airplane landing, because we have a negative slope. The negative slope, you need to check that. It's an airplane landing. This point here is, this point here is 0, 5/2. Okay? Now, the next one we have is 4x minus 1/3 y equals -2. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is move my 4x over. Since it's positive, it's going to be negative. All right, and now I'm going to multiply everything through, because I want to solve for y. I'm going to multiply everything through by a -3. Two negatives make a positive, and 3 times 1/3 is just 1, so we get y. And the rest is pretty easy. -3 times -4 is +12. And -3 minus 2 is +6. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of graph it over here. It's going to look a little funny, but I'm going to graph it over here. My y-intercept is 6. So I'm going to go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My slope is 12, which is 12 over 1. So what I'm going to do, since I'm running out of room here, I'm going to go down 12 and to the left 1, because 2 negatives make a positive. So I'm going to go down 12, which is down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and to the left 1. Then I'm going to connect these 2 dots. And when it's steep like that, it's really hard to draw on the iPad. And that's awful, but it's supposed to be a straight line. Is that better? No, I just made it worse. But that's how you would do it. Okay? And you want to do one more? Okay, I'm going to do even a harder one. Let's see. I'm going to do a hard one here. 2/3 x plus 1/6 y equals 2. So that's the one you probably want to skip on a test, right? No, not really. We're just going to multiply everything through by 6. My common denominator, my biggest number here is 6. So I'm just going to multiply everything through by 6, and I'm just going to get rid of the fractions. So I'm multiplying this by 6, this term by 6, and my 2 by 6. So 3 goes into 6 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4, so we have 4x. The 6 cancels, I just have a y. 2 times 6 is 12, and now I have something that's a little simpler. All I have to do is move the 4x over. Since it's positive, it's going to be negative now. And there we go. My y-intercept is 12, so I'm going to have to go by 2's on here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is 0, 12. My slope, I'm going to put it in fraction form so I can go down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. I'm going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 1. Because it's hard to draw these steep slopes. Remember, the bigger this number is, the steeper the slope. So I'm going to graph this like so. And I notice it's negative, so it's an airplane, like an airplane landing. The next video I'm going to do is write an equation in slope-intercept form given 2 points. So we're going to have to find the slope and then the y-intercept. Okay?